What does it take to scale a tech company from startup to unicorn? Is it just about having the best product or the most funding, or is there a secret sauce that separates the winners from the also-rans? Well, I'm Michael Williamson, CEO of TechGrowth Insights, and over the past 30 years, I've had the privilege of working with some of the most successful tech leaders in the world. Today, I'm going to share their hard-won wisdom on how to scale smart and fast. And if you're a tech leader in either technology or telecoms, you know that growth is the name of the game, but not all growth is created equal. There's a really big difference between adding customers and revenue haphazardly and building a sustainable, profitable business that can stand the real test of time. And the leaders who have cracked the code on scaling understand that it's not just about stepping on the gas. It's about having a clear roadmap, a strong team, and the agility to navigate unexpected twists and turns. And the challenge is that scaling a tech business is fraught with many pitfalls. Many companies get seduced by vanity metrics like user acquisition or valuation without paying attention to the fundamentals of unit economics, customer retention, or organizational health. They chase growth at all costs, burning through cash and people in the process. And when the inevitable bumps in the road come, they find themselves ill-equipped to adapt and survive. And on the flip side, some companies are just too cautious about scaling. They get stuck in analysis paralysis, perfectionism, or fear of change. They miss out on crucial windows of opportunity to capture market share and mind share. They get outpaced by bolder, faster competitors. So what do the top tech CEOs do differently when it comes to scaling? Or having spent time and interviewed dozens of them for my consulting work, I've distilled their insights into 3 key lessons. Number 1 is nail the fundamentals first. Before you even think about scaling, you need to make sure you have a rock solid foundation. This means having a clear value proposition, a differentiated product, and a repeatable sales process. It means understanding your unit economics inside and out, your customer acquisition costs, your lifetime value, your gross margins, and your payback periods. As one CEO put it, don't confuse motion with progress. Just because you're growing fast doesn't mean you're growing smart. Take the time to get the basics right and the rest will follow. Secondly, build a world-class team. Scaling is a team sport and the quality of your people will make or break your success. Absolutely. The best tech leaders are obsessed about recruiting, developing and retaining top talent. They look for people who are not just skilled, but also aligned with their mission and values. They create a culture of ownership, transparency, and continuous learning. And they're not afraid to make tough calls when someone isn't the right fit. As another CEO shared, your job as a leader is to upgrade your team every chance you get. A players attract A players, but B players attract C players. Always be raising the bar. Thirdly, stay agile and adaptable. Finally, the most successful tech companies are the ones that can pivot quickly in response to changing market conditions, customer needs, or competitive threats. They have a bias for action, a tolerance for risk, and a willingness to fail fast and learn from their mistakes. They're constantly experimenting, iterating, and gathering feedback. They're not too proud to admit when something isn't working and change course. And a third CEO advised, the only constant in tech is change. You can either resist it and get left behind or embrace it and use it to your advantage. The best companies are the ones that can dance with uncertainty. Nice quote. And I'll never forget the conversation that I had with the CEO of a now famous cloud software company back when they were just starting to scale. They had just landed a huge enterprise customer that could make or break their business. The CEO was tempted to drop everything and just focus solely on that account, but instead he gathered his team and said, this is a great win, but it doesn't really change our plan. We need to keep diversifying our customer base, investing in our product and building our bench. If we get too dependent on one client, we're setting ourselves up for failure. And that discipline and foresight paid off in spades. When the dot-com bubble burst and that big customer went bankrupt, the company was able to weather the storm and even thrive because they had balanced a portfolio and they had built a resilient team. And it was a powerful reminder that scaling isn't about getting big fast. It's about getting strong for the long haul. So if you want to scale your tech business like the pros, remember these 3 lessons. Nail the fundamentals first, build a world-class team, and thirdly, stay agile and adaptable. So don't get dazzled by growth for growth's sake. Focus on the metrics that truly matter for your long-term success. Invest in your people as much as your products and create a culture that brings out their best, and always be ready to pivot when the landscape shifts. Scaling is hard, but it's also incredibly rewarding when you do it right. And as one CEO summed it up, scaling a business is like climbing a mountain. It's challenging, exhilarating, and full of unexpected obstacles, but when you reach the summit and you look back at how far you've come, it's all been worth it. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the biggest scaling challenge you're facing in your tech business right now? What lessons have you learned from your own growth journey? Share your stories and insights in the comments below. And if you're ready to take your scaling strategy to the next level, I invite you to click the link in the description to see if you qualify for a free growth opportunity assessment. We'll dive deep into your business model, market positioning, and organizational readiness, and show you exactly where the biggest levers are to pull for your sustainable growth. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more battle-tested wisdom from the trenches of tech. I'm Michael Williamson, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye and God bless.